Alien Earth just dropped its season 1 finale, The Real Monsters, and wow, between Wendy hijacking Neverland like she's Neo in The Matrix, Boy Kavalier turning into the world's most punchable trillionaire, and an eyeball tentacle creature auditioning for its own spinoff, this episode had it all. But was the finale satisfying, or did FX just Peter Pan us into one giant tease? Stick around because I'm breaking down the entire episode, the season as a whole, and what might be coming next in season 2. Hey everyone, I'm Wes from Atomic Cult Media, and today we're diving into Alien Earth Episode 8, The Real Monsters, plus my full season 1 review of the show. So Episode 8, The Real Monsters, wastes no time. Neverland is in chaos, comms are down, Yutani jamming satellites, and a Xeno scream echoing like Predator's battle cry. Security forces absolutely smoked. Boy Kavalier, he's strutting around like he's Tony Stark with no shoes. Literally bare nasty feet and a Kevlar vest. ADHD firing on all cylinders. Giant brain monologuing about how he's invincible. Spoiler, he's not. Meanwhile, Wendy takes full control of Neverland systems with a flick of her hand. All the monitors dead, all the soldiers trapped. She even unlocks Morrow's cell just to let the cyborg throw hands with Kirsch. And they do throw down, and it's like a corporate Pokemon battle, but with synth fluid everywhere. Then we get Cavalier's big therapy session / villain speech. Turns out as a kid genius, he built his first synth at age 6 in order to kill his dad. Fast forward, he's a trillionaire trying to sell immortality as if it's an Amazon Prime subscription. He thinks Wendy and the hybrids are just display models for his Mall of Forever. But Wendy, she's not having it. She unleashes the hybrids, dismantles the boy genius image, and calls him what he really is, a bitter, angry man-child. Her mic drop moment? Run. Then things escalate. Eyeball tentacle monster almost takes Hermit's brain. Wendy soccer kicks it away like she's gunning for the World Cup. And Adam gets revealed as a prodigy synth, probably the one that Boy Kavalier built when he was a child. It was a nice surprise. It's probably given away the time he caught that ball a few episodes back. But Wendy just freezes him with a wave because apparently she's a vinyl boss now. We did get to see the plant eat somebody, which is kind of disappointing because it just swallowed up Siberian and just ate her. I mean, it just gobbled her up. Disappointing because it was kind of built up for 8 episodes and that's all it does. It crawls around and swallows someone up. I mean, it's pretty nightmarish, but I would like to see more of it. But then also Siberian dying. Like, Joe just saved her the previous episode and then she dies here. I kind of liked the character. I was hoping they would flesh her out a little bit more because she kind of reminds me of Vasquez from Aliens. Like, it could have been this show's Vasquez, but I was just kind of disappointed to see her go. But by the end, Boy Cav, Sylvia, Morrow, Adam, and a broken Kirsch are all locked in the same cell. When he gathers the hybrids, the big Xeno shows up with the baby chestburster buddy on his shoulder, and as Yutani warships loom overhead, and she declares, "We rule now." Cliffhanger, fade to Eddie Vedder's Animal, and cut to me screaming at the TV. And sort of befuddled. So let's just call out some Easter eggs and themes real quick. Wendy talking down to Boy Kavalier after his monologue, and he's just like your daddy. Classic Alien franchise theme of parental trauma, twisted inheritance, and the cycles of abuse. Adam being maybe the original synth for Boy Kavalier built as a child could explore themes of that in season 2. I would love to see that. Thematically, Hawley is asking the same questions Alien has always asked. Who's really the monster? The aliens or the corporations that try to own them? Here, it might be the hybrids themselves. Wendy communicating with the Xenos directly nods to Alien Resurrection, where Ripley 8 had that psychic-ish bond, except here, Hawley cranks it up to Xeno Wi-Fi. So, my personal thoughts on Season 1 of Alien Earth. The show really captures the vibe of the first 2 Alien films, with the dread, the corporate satire, and so did Romulus, although there's a lot of things in Romulus that held it back, which Alien Earth, now there are a lot of things that hold it back for me. And I love how it just tackles heavy sci-fi questions, just like Westworld. Even though I think season 1 of Westworld is a masterpiece. The other ones I could probably, take it or leave it. But I still found it interesting. But similar to Westworld, what makes a person, especially when you're a dead child in a synthetic body? Are you really them? Are you just a copy of their consciousness? It's kind of a mindfuck, and that's what sci-fi is here for. The T. ocellus, which I've been calling it the T. oculus this whole time. I guess it's a T. ocellus, so yeah, sorry about that. But T. ocellus eyeball monster, MVP, weird, creepy, unforgettable. Everyone loves the T. ocellus, and I'm looking forward to what it does in season 2. I want to hear it speak. I want to hear it communicate. As for the title character, the alien, they introduce a couple of ruthless xenomorphs. I mean, they go ham. They like shred people. I've never seen such gore in an alien thing, like movie. But it's in this TV show. It just like rips people apart. They actually really buffed the alien in this, even though people probably had the problem with the pet aspect, which I'll go into. Because it seems to have angered a lot of fans. And this has happened in books and comic books for decades. Like, they teased all this. Even concept art for Neil Blomkamp's Alien sequel even had art of aliens being controlled. But for now, I'm seeing how it plays out. You have to see how this is going to play out. It's not, you had Siegfried and Roy had a tiger that they had for probably years or decades, and eventually tried to kill one of them. And this is set before the first Alien. And in those movies, before Prometheus, they were trying to get these aliens in their bioweapons division. Maybe this is the precursor to that they're seeing Wendy control a xenomorph and that they could control it. So I don't have a problem with it. I'm just seeing how it's going to play out. So, seeing it in the comic books and everything in the books, seeing it on screen, it feels kind of bold. And I'm just waiting to see where it goes rather than just downplay it immediately when it happens. And I appreciate this story just being on its own and not relying on member berries or too many callbacks to the original movies. I mean, Romulus was super guilty of that, and that's what held it back for me. And that's why I don't get too hung up on the lore of Alien. I just want to see interesting stories in this universe. I don't want to see the same shit over and over. I don't want to see retreaded stories. I want to see bold moves. Even if it doesn't work, I can forgive it as long as it's trying to do something different, and this is trying to do something different. If you're enjoying this video, maybe give it a like and subscribe. And check out the playlist below for my other TV reviews. Which brings me to my negatives on this. The finale didn't feel like a finale. It felt like a penultimate episode. It felt like a setup for season 2. And that the Real Monsters episode might be my least favorite of the season. I was very, very disappointed with this. I mean, hell, they've been teasing the T. ocellus for episodes about it talking to Boy Kavalier. And they act like he's going to talk to it the next episode, which it eventually takes over Arthur's dead body, which I didn't know it could take over dead bodies. But I'm glad to see the Arthur actor back in season 2, though. I actually really enjoy him. And I think he would be a good host for the T. ocellus because I think it could bring this character to a different light, like the T. ocellus through Arthur's body. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a rug pull. You think you're going to get the T. ocellus, like a discussion between him and Boy Kavalier or something this episode. Nope, you got to wait till season 2. And Wendy, I hate to talk shit about Wendy, but her character is just too overpowered, too OP. She's controlling all of the tech, including synth and controlling xenomorphs. Like, that's basically God mode. Like, where's the tension? I really don't like how powerful they made her. And like I said, she's like Neo in the Matrix, but in the Matrix, it makes sense. I mean, it's not real. It's a virtual reality or whatever. Here is like, I get, trying to control xenomorphs and controlling some tech and stuff, but this just seems way too much. I hope they pull her back a little bit or something next season. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it. And Kirsch and Morrow, the two best characters in the show, in my opinion, and their fight was great. But I was hoping for a little bit more between them rather than just a fight that gets sort of interrupted. But they both survived, so we'll see them in season 2 if it's greenlit, which I think it probably will be greenlit. And I think this did pretty well in the ratings. But yeah, I'll wrap it up. My final thoughts, season 1, it started as a 4.5 out of 5. This is like one of my favorite Alien entries. Smart, scary, bold, made some interesting choices, but man, the finale really just disappointed me, and it drops it a whole star to 3.5 out of 5 for me. Still, one of the more original Alien projects in decades, but it needed to be scarier. It needed a more conclusive punch. Instead, I got blue-balled until next year. We're ending on the humans and full synthetics like caught and Weyland Yutani invading the island. And I had a blast watching this week by week and speculating mostly wrong. I've been really wrong. And I appreciate that. I like being thrown a curve in a show like this. And I love the journey and discussing this show with everyone out there. But I just can't ignore that weak-ass ending. So, quick speculations for season 2. So, Wendy is a Xeno mother, I guess, now. I mean, I could see Yutani showing up to weaponize her, which would lead to them wanting this specific specimen for their bioweapons division. Or maybe just wiping her out, I don't know. Eyeball Tentacle 2.0, possibly speaking? I hope so. I want to see Zombie Arthur with a giant eye. I hope he's a character all season long. I want to see how smart this thing is. And are the hybrids full villain? Or the humans is still the real monster? Or corporations? I don't know. Not much to go on. Maybe we'll dive into season 2 theories in another video later on. But what did you think of this episode, the finale? What did you think of the whole season, as a whole? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to do more Alien videos in the future, so maybe click here to subscribe. And I got my other Alien Earth videos right here in this playlist. And maybe give this video a like. And I'll see you later. Bye.